Legend of Total War here, and today we're going to be doing a Saving Your Disaster battle for Rome Total War, playing as Carthage. Just got to get into it. This is just the only way I can find to make it run properly with OBS. I've tried all of the tips that you guys have provided. None of them have been effective. They've all caused some kind of massive stability issue. This is the problem with Rome Total War. It's okay. It took us a few seconds to get into it. Okay, so we've got a pretty bad army here. This is... like, onagers are not good to bring onto field battles, and the enemy forces that are coming in here are mostly higher tier units. So we've got a lot of armored hoplites, a lot of regular hoplites. These are good morale units, and it's on a very hard battle difficulty, I believe. Just very much a pikeman army, and we've got a mostly cavalry and not great melee infantry army. We do have some Balearic slingers. Those are honestly our best units that will do the most amount of damage to them, and everything else we've just got to work really hard to make work. This one's got 5 stars, so that's okay. They don't have a general attached, but on very hard battle difficulty, they can lose their captain and have about the same morale as our troops. Bit of an unfair advantage that the AER get, but that's just what very hard battle difficulty does. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. Now, the guy basically says in the email a bunch of obvious things, like, if you charge elephants into pikes, they instantly die. Yeah, okay, we're not going to do that, obviously. Rear charging the enemy ends up killing more of your own units than theirs. Yep, I'm very much aware of that with Rome Total War, especially when you're dealing with pikemen. Even if the pikemen are braced in the opposite direction, if you're using light cavalry like this and you charge into them, it isn't going to work. So doing something that isn't going to work, which technically, from a technical point of view, should work, doesn't mean you should do it. So, we're going to have to find workarounds. First thing, let's organize our units here, because this is a dog's breakfast. Another thing is that the controls in Rome Total War, super clunky. But we'll make do. I do actually get Saving Disaster battles sent in for Rome Remastered. Just not very many, and everything that I've seen so far has just not really been interesting. Which is why I've only done the original. Anyway, people seem to have a massive problem with Rome Remastered's UI. It's like, every time I cover Remastered, it's just like, filled with comments about how much they hate the UI. Which I don't blame you, the UI is terrible. But it is what it is. Okay. What we want to do here is try to skirmish as much as possible to begin with. And I think the armored elephants, I'm going to keep them near these guys. But the cavalry, I want to get around the back of the enemy army as quickly as possible and snipe the enemy general. But I don't need every bit of cav for that, so I'm going to put all the long shield cavalry back here. Yeah, and the infantry over here as well. Now, Carthaginian infantry are not special. There's nothing interesting about these guys. If you send Libyan spearmen or Iberian infantry head-on against militia hoplites on very hard battle difficulty, you're throwing these units away. So we need to be very careful when we decide to actually use these units. We do have a lot of elephants, but yeah, once again, sending them headfirst into pikes will instantly get them killed. So we can only charge them in to flanks if need be. But let's just see how we go. They're also got missile units on them. It's got archers, I mean. Okay, let's firstly start trying to get around. Alright, these guys here can fire at will. They've got a little bit of skirmish cavalry, which would be good if we got rid of them early. So let's send up our skirmishers first and see about doing some harassment, because they don't have mobility on their side. But yeah, charging an armored hoplite in the flank is practically useless. But what we might be able to do is keep annoying them until they're exhausted, because they're going to keep running around trying to catch us. And they won't be able to. Now, when they're exhausted, that makes a big difference. Alright, those militia cavalry there are a big threat to our elephants. Alright, well, I can't kill their general if he's up front here. But I can shoot him if he was in range. Because they start off at the high ground. Let's move back a little bit. Okay, it's definitely good that we've gotten some units around their back. Let's just see what we can do about that, though. Because they're coming at us pretty aggressively here. Yeah, the controls are definitely less clunky in Rome Remastered, that's for sure. Still a little bit clunky. Plenty of ammo on the Balearic Slingers. Okay, I think what I need to do with the elephants is try to get them around the back of the enemy forces. We're not going to be able to catch those militia cavalry. They are too quick. Even for our light cavalry, they're missile cavalry. Jeez, careful with that. Which they're going to be about the same speed, which means we just won't catch them. Okay. Actually, I think this was the Balearic Slingers. Although, that was a pretty nice hit. Okay. So the Onagers are doing okay. So far. Get these guys around the flank. Got to be careful with Illyrian mercenaries, because they're short-range missile units. Okay, yeah, they're sending some units around the back to deal with us. Artillery is so inaccurate in this. These guys around the back. We don't have any good targets here. I was hoping they would leave their general around the back, which they didn't. So we're going to have to figure something out about that. But at least they're bringing in a whole bunch of units out this way to try to catch our cavalry, which is utterly futile. It definitely won't work. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how the artillery was doing there. I mean, they're no Fall of the Samurai level artillery, but you know, this is over 1,000 years prior, nearly 2,000 years. No, actually 2,000 years prior. Yeah, look at it. It's just going all over the place. Okay, a little bit of a problem over here. Okay, I need to get my skirmishers over. I may actually need to try to get the cavalry back over there to support, especially the general, because it looks like a fight's about to happen. I'm not sure. Because we're definitely luring units over here, but I'm also not confident that our guys here are going to be able to do anything against this. Okay, you guys here, start moving back. They're not going to be able to run, but you just don't face them just yet. I need to buy a little bit of time. Alright. Let's get these ones back around over here, because their entire job was to go and snipe the enemy general, and he just wasn't where I thought he was going to be, so we're going to need to adjust. Luckily, they don't have any units that are particularly quick, so even the onagers should be able to get a bit of distance away from them. If I use the skirmishers to annoy them as we're making a bit of a fallback. Oh, I can use these ones here. Try to get them to get away from this flank here until my general gets back. Okay. Be very careful with the elephants. I can't put them on skirmish mode. But yeah, start trying to come around their back a little bit and really make them a bit scared about what could end up happening. Okay, keep moving back a little bit more. Damn, we're in the corner. I didn't want to do that. I gotta get my cavalry over here. This is good. This is good. It's okay start there. And you guys need to get around here. So what's this? Militia hoplite. They're starting to get a little bit tired. That's good. Those are mercenary hoplites. That's not a big deal. Move them back. Just squeeze through here. Move back. Alright, we're gonna need to charge. Okay, charge all of our units into this one here. And you can see here as it sort of rips us to shreds. These ones need you to come in through this way. Okay, we've broken that formation at least. That's good. These guys here need to get further back. Don't fire yet. Good. Broke them. Don't run them down just yet. Just I need you to get you over here. Over here. Okay, charge into that. Okay, artillery. Yeah, be very careful right now because we don't want to hit our own units. Okay, cavalry. Hit the smaller units. No, we're good. Come over here. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Okay, Peltus, you can go for that. Okay, now charge into there. Now that our general is close by. Good. Broke it. Alright, elephants. Good. Now the reason why I charged in my infantry like that as a blob is because it causes something of a fear effect. If you throw like 5 units in on an isolated 1 unit, you can cause a demoralizing effect. We're not going to win this via stats. Like these guys here just fighting them fairly. We have to break these units if we want to kill them. If we're stuck fighting in melee, we'll get slaughtered. Alright, run them down. Okay, reform up over here. So far this has gone very well. And that's the thing, we need to use our mobility as our advantage, because that's all we've got. We can start shooting that, move up a little bit more. Alright, these guys, come around over here. Alright, let's keep all of our cav together. Watch out for those elephants. Still haven't killed the enemy general yet, but they're protecting him reasonably well. Yeah, if you can get rid of those militia cavalry, that would be great. So far, we have lost 3% and killed 23%. That's great. Nice hit there. Alright, let's move the artillery up a little bit more. Keep that going. These ones here, move around that. Okay, it's all good there. Keep the elephants moving. How tired are they? A little bit. They tend to get tired fairly quickly, and then they it's very difficult to get them to recover their fatigue. But I'm mainly going to be using them for the fear effect they cause. We don't really want these guys to be fighting in melee, which is where their fatigue only really matters. Yep, let's get rid of these hoplites here, that's fine. This way. Let these guys here have a bit of a rest. They did quite well there, I was actually quite impressed. But that's because they went and attacked units that were not near the enemy captain, and they were isolated. If they had fought us all together as one unit, they would have rolled right over us. But I am trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. We have to pick apart them in small engagements, because even though the balance of power is even, attacking this head-on is pointless. It's a phalanx. What do you think is going to happen if we attack that head-on? Alright, so these ones here are armored hoplites. They're probably quite tired. Get up here and start shooting at that as well. Alright, these guys... Try and shoot... no, I need to move them up a little bit more. Okay, we've got an enemy unit coming in. So this one here is just a unit of regular hoplites. Okay, he's pretty damn isolated. Let's go after him. Okay, ceasefire for now, because I think we got him. Just sent, once again, all the melee infantry there. See where it says distraught over the number of enemies? That's what you're looking for. Now that's a penalty that can incur huge amounts of morale penalties, because it essentially stacks over and over again, depending on how many units you send at them. And look at that, no fighting. That's exactly what we wanted to see. They couldn't inflict any kills. Honestly, this one here, just don't bother. Now, elephants, keep annoying these guys over here. What we're trying to do as well is be in multiple places at once, so these guys don't have a definite target to attack. It would be good to run that one down, but I don't want to go over there right now, because these guys here still need some time to recover. Okay, artillery still not within range. Keep moving up then. Is that armored hoplite? So, yeah, these guys here, they're getting a few kills, but if we were to charge in on that, yeah, they'd get killed pretty damn quickly. Good units, elephants, if you use them correctly. They're just not a I can kill anything type of unit in Rome Total War. Really good against Rome, as long as they don't have lots of javelins. But not really great against the Greek city-states in this. Especially on very hard battle difficulty. Still really want to kill that general, but they're doing a pretty good job of keeping him relatively safe. Okay, these guys here are trying to recover their fatigue. Let that happen. Nice. Every hit that we get with the onagers, I just consider that to be bonus kills. Good, 30% of their forces. Now, here's the thing. Battle's gone very well so far, but make no mistake, if we were to engage them head on right now, we would lose. Okay, these armored hoplites coming in, they're only warmed up. I thought they'd be a bit more tired. It's an isolated unit, which means we can inflict the distraught over the number of nearby enemies penalty. Even though we haven't killed the enemy general, I should be able to break this unit. By just surrounding it. We don't even need to rear charge them. We just need to be basically bullying it. Just be real close and say, hey, we got you, bitch. It's also going to be concerned over us exposed flanks. That's it. Stop, 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 stay back. Okay, just run them in. Run them in. Don't charge in. Just run in. I know it seems stupid. You're just going to have to trust me on this. Because if you charge in, you're just going to lose shitloads of men. Notice how we don't lose tons of men on the charge? This way. And then we tell them to attack. And we've got them surrounded. We're still going to take casualties, but we're going to break them. There we go. We broke a hoplite unit with cavalry and other infantry, and that's a very high tier unit, that one. It would have been better if we could have exhausted it first, but they just weren't going for that. Good, wiped it out utterly. Bunch of light cavalry taking out an armored hoplite. Very nice. Get back over here. Bombing the shit out of them. Getting the odd kill, so that's good. Alright, so now we have lost 10% but killed 40%. Because yeah, there's a weird thing that happens in Rome Total War where cavalry have a chance of dying when they charge into a unit. And I think it's, I'm not entirely sure what it's based off, but I think it's about the amount of armor. The more armor they have, the more chance that they will die on the charge. So if their attack isn't higher than the enemy's defenses and armor, they'll actually end up suffering more casualties, especially on very hard battle difficulty. And what it can do is make it seem like tactics that should be viable make them seem quite like not viable, not very effective. And we're still getting good kills there. Once our onagers have run out of ammo, we can just tell them to withdraw from the battlefield. I don't need to take a defensive position there. I would really like to charge in here, but I don't think these guys are tired. Our guys are still quite tired. Just saw that opportunity there with the fireman. Just had to take it. How tired are they? Okay, they're a little bit tired. But these are just regular... Oh no, there is an armored hoplite there. Okay, I'm going to need these guys to come over and harass them a little bit first. Let's just not even bother trying to defend the onagers now. Because they're so low on ammo, if they end up running out, who cares? How are we going here? Yeah, getting a few kills. It's fine. How's their fatigue? They're exhausted. It's fine. Okay, let's resume firing at will here. Alright, now they're isolating their units, so the armored hoplites going away from their captain, because this is all part of the reinforcing garrison. It would be good to take out this one here first. For sure. Alright, our oranges have just about run out of... There we go, they've run out of ammo. So, just to give us peace of mind, just withdraw them from the battlefield so that I don't forget about them. Good, these guys here getting slaughtered, that's great. Okay, now these... Let's bring them down here to get that extra fear effect. Okay, they're starting to charge in on us now. That's not great. Because they're moving pretty quick. Okay, the Illyrian mercenaries have run out of ammo. Let's move them out of the way. Okay. Well, if they're running at us, that just means they're going to get tired really quickly, which will lower their morale. But I don't want to engage with them right now. Okay, move back. Cav, move back. Don't want to engage with them like this. It's not to our advantage to attack them all together like this. We need to have some patience and wait for good opportunities. Oh, it's tempting to charge in on that. Very tempting. I think they'll turn around. Pikemen can charge around. Sorry, turn around really quickly in this. You gotta be real careful. Have them be pinned down first. Alright, looking at things at the moment, we've killed 46% of them. So that's alright. But yeah, as they continue to run around... Okay, I might be able to use my cavalry here to beat this. Yeah, we really don't want to lose the elephants. Have the elephants close by, just to provide that fear effect. And have them chase after our infantry over here, but refuse to give battle. We'll only fight when it's advantageous to us, because we have the mobility. We get to dictate if and when we fight. Need to move it. Elephants are just about out of ammo. See, frightened by elephants, that's what we need. They're moving really bloody quick. Okay, charge on in. No, don't charge, just run on in. No. This one here. This way. And then, there we go, broke them, without having to charge into them. I call this kind of a love tap. You don't want to charge into pikemen. Always want to... If they're... You want to wait until they're either shaken or wavering, and then throw a whole bunch of cavalry to run into them, not charge. Okay. Good. These guys here, keep on moving. Over here. And refuse to engage them head on. Alright, now the elephants are purely a melee cav unit. Alright, these guys chasing after us like this, they're going to get quite tired. This is what we want, this is what we need, is for them to get tired. We still haven't killed the enemy captain yet because he's surrounded by pikes. So we gotta be careful. There he is. If he makes himself vulnerable, I'll go for him. So these ones come around over here. Slowly get them up the hill if we can. Here. Alright, speed that up a little bit. Yeah, a lot of our guys are quite tired. Seeing some of their units be very tired is good. And see how they're separating their forces is exactly what we want to see. I think a lot of people just don't have the patience for fighting this kind of way. I don't blame them, this isn't... Most people want their battles to be over in like 2 minutes and just YOLO in. But if you're going to do that, don't play on very hard battle difficulty, because, especially as Carthage is not a good faction to play on very hard battle difficulty. The Greek city-states are, because they're the kind of faction that you could just sit by, and as long as the enemy doesn't have too many missile units, you could just let them die on your pikes, and they'll hold the line quite easily. But Carthage can't do that. You've got to outmaneuver your enemies. What's going on there? Nothing. Which is exactly what we're doing here. We're outmaneuvering them. We're only ever fighting when it's to our advantage because we can do that. Great city-states can't do that because they're too slow. And the mindset of this is the same as what happened at the Battle of Carrhae, where the Roman Empire was harassed by the Parthians because the Parthians knew that if they attacked the Romans head-on, they'd lose. So they refused to give battle the way the Romans wanted, and they fucking slaughtered them. And the Romans yelled back at them, you bitch, why you have no honor? Stop cheesing. ZZZ. Bored, please fight honorably. Which totally worked. As the Parthians ran around them, banged their shields, and yelled all kinds of obscenities, and just shot them. The Romans couldn't do anything. Okay. This dude there. Charging into him would be a mistake. Alright, speed that up again. Notice how the bounce of power's been improving even though we haven't been killing anyone? It's because they're getting tired. And our guys may be recovering their fatigue, maybe. Alright, that's their weak link. Now, we could go and attack that if it's tired and take that out. It's good to see this armored hoplite chase after our elephants. We could lure them away. Over here, they're sending the army to come and chase them. Good, let them do that. So the enemy right now is making a mistake, and I need to get them to make a bigger mistake. As the longer this goes on, the better. The more this one here gets separated from the main group. Same thing with that one there. That one's tired. Okay, start walking back. Yeah, while he's in the middle of all these guys, I'm not going to be able to navigate around in there and kill him. Okay, keep moving. Good thing he's only a captain and not like a 10-star general, because even if he was a 10-star general, this wouldn't work. Okay, I think that one's actually recovering fatigue a little bit. But if they walk up the hill... Alright, I'm going to go after this one here. Just lure that one away. They're not going to catch up to the elephants. Because this will be easy. There's a huge morale difference between militia hoplites and armored hoplites. Okay, one thing that I notice is probably going to happen if I don't do something soon is we're going to get surrounded and caught, so we need to get back around the other way. And that unit is thoroughly isolated now. These guys are turning back around. See, they're still eager despite being isolated. These ones here, they're exhausted. Alright, once again, we don't charge into them. We just run into them. I know it seems silly, but it works. Because yeah, if I had double clicked on them and they'd charged in, we would have lost easily 10 horses. Okay, that unit is thoroughly isolated now. But it is a little bit of a different story trying to break this one. Like militia hoplites, that's easy. Because those were wavering when we got close. But they also didn't have the elephants nearby. So let's see. Okay, I think we can make this work. Just don't charge in. Don't charge in. Just run in. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just... Come on, we got him wavering. And we broke it. Obviously took a few more casualties on that one, but given what it was, that's to be expected. still a very good trade-off with light units crushing a unit well above its tier. Okay, stay put now. And that's basically how you use cavalry to take out pikemen. Especially on very hard battle difficulty. Okay, get out of there. Okay. So we can see here, there's definitely a few horses, but there's way more of their casualties than ours. This is in a concentrated area. Alright, bouncer power's looking pretty good. Still need to kill that guy. What's this? There's just regular hoplites. We can beat that. Our cavalry's in pretty good shape, but maybe in future, let's not have him fight. I was a little bit worried he was going to die in that latest bout. Okay, speed that up a bit. That one's exhausted, so that's easily going to break. It would be good to give these guys a bit of a rest, but this is no time. These ones are taking forever. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't need them to join in on this fight. Just have them stand still and recover their fatigue a bit. Should probably avoid going into triple speed like that. Yep, it's already wavering. Okay, once again, just run in. No casualties on the charge. Now, if it was like an archer unit, by all means, charge on in. But yeah, against pikes, don't even charge into their rear. Unless you're using very heavy cavalry. If you're using light cavalry, no, absolutely not. Okay. Good, that's it. We want them to keep running up this hill, getting exhausted. I think everything except for the... Well, this is good. Here we go. I was waiting for an opportunity, and I think they've just given it to us. Let's go. I don't actually want you to go in there. Like I said, I just have to wait for the opportunity, and come on, kill him, kill him, kill him. Got him. Alright, that is going to make a big difference towards breaking these guys here. It's going to make it easier to get rid of everything. In fact, that's the moment that we needed now. We can now pincer them and cause a mass rout. We've got this. All the dominoes are in position. Now, cavalry's on the high ground. These guys are exhausted in the middle of the ground. They're about to get pincered between infantry, elephants, and horses. They're fucked. We've won. So we send all of these guys into melee, not just the melee infantry. The reason for that, like I said before, frightened by the overwhelming numbers. We attack them specifically on one flank and then roll them over in that direction, rather than try to hit everything all at once. Let's hit them on their weakest flank, which I think is over here. There's an armored hoplite there, but that's okay. Just run up this way. Don't worry about their fatigue. Just get up here quickly. So these guys here are about to do the exact same thing on that unit there. We're not going to charge in, we're going to run into them. Just wait for them all to actually arrive. Now that charge mechanic doesn't work with infantry, so charging into the rear with infantry is totally fine. Doesn't do anything. They don't die on the charge. Yeah, look, these guys are already breaking just by our presence. Now we charge on in. Sorry, run on in. Here we go. Be afraid. Be very afraid. We roll them over without charging in. Specifically. Yeah, go back, go back, go back. There we go. It's good. Once they're broken, you can give them the attack order. That's no big deal. Charge on in there. When elephants get over here. Get around there. Okay, that one there is holding us back. Not for long, because the elephants are coming. Run in. There we go. Oh, elephants bloody die the moment they get into contact. Come on, break him, break him. Gotta break them all.
This general is the perfect enemy. He does not stand, but runs away. Is there any point in killing him?
Okay, we got him. Bit of damage, but we got him. Alright, what's this over here? Just regular hoplites. It's fine. Yeah, you can charge into that, that'll be fine.
Run! Drive them from the battlefield!
And there we go. It's a tough fight, fighting it that way for sure. Especially with the clunkiness of Rome 1's controls. But that's how we overcome a massive pike army. Mobility, patience, speed. Mobility and speed, basically the same thing. And use the primary mechanic of how you win battles in Rome Total War, morale. Don't bother looking at their stats being like, oh, but they got 5 melee attack to our 10 melee attack. That's crap. Don't do that. It means fucking nothing when they're broken. Alright, we should have killed the vast majority of their forces, so both forces should be wiped out. So we only end up losing 21% of our forces, which we'll get some recovery on. Alright, there we go. Heroic victory. Both armies completely destroyed. So now you get to capture the settlement. Tough fight for sure, but we had all the tools and we needed to do it. Tough fight, but not a bloody fight. Because at any moment I could have just gone, YOLO, and see what happens. Okay, so looks like we've got a naval battle here. I'm going to save it here. So that's his save file. That one there. Because he may want to win this battle. If this is on very hard battle difficulty, if I auto-resolve, we will lose. Maybe it isn't. Hard to say.
Victory is ours, mighty one. Settlement captured.
I usually go with enslave, especially with really low population settlements, because that will increase the population growth, because there was just nobody there to exterminate or anything. Okay, cool. Well, that's the end of this one here. Let me just save it again, because this has a habit of crashing when I try to get out of it. But yeah, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope you guys enjoy Rome Total War videos. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.